Karlaftis out there for Kansas City. And Stroud, little Gimpy getting back to the sideline for the Texans. Oh, wow. They double Nico Collins. Nowhere to go there. They're one-on-one everywhere else. And just good coverage across the board. This is what the Chiefs do. They get up, they challenge these receivers in a lot of ways. When they're even in zone on the outside, they are locked up in man coverage.
What is going on, man? I'm turning down just a hair. There we go. That's a little better. Please don't. He don't need to be hurt. Yeah, what's up, everybody? We are. I wish I could make this bigger, but I don't know how. What's up? We are live. TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, I believe. We are on Instagram. All right, great. Mr. Bag Baby. I don't know how to check the Instagram feed though. So if you comment on Instagram, I ain't gonna see it. Actually, I might. Let me figure it out. Hey. Oh, is it gonna show up here?
Oh, look at that. You can do the same thing during breakfast. You see, at any moment of the day, McValue can take you to a place where a whole new menu of possibilities exist, inspiring you to order more from life than you could ever imagine. And while you're here, I can't wait to meet you.
I wasn't born yesterday. That's why my
It's supposed to be on here, but I don't know. It's not showing on chat. What if we exit the chat out, open it back up? I don't know. If you're on Instagram, why don't you go ahead and comment and see? It may not even be working. It might not even be working. I don't like it because it says that it's. Okay, there it is. There we are. I think we got it now on Instagram. All right, I think we got it now. I think we figured it out. Which is crazy. I'm going to have to pull up like 4 different things to make this work. But okay, yeah, we got okay, yeah. Because I'm not really worried about. Yeah, I'm not really worried about. I'm only worried about the chat part of Instagram. I'm not worried about like the rest of it. Yeah. But yeah, we got the chat. All the chats up now. I got like 3 different chats pulled up because they all have to be in their own separate ones. But we got Instagram, we got TikTok, we got YouTube. Let's go Texas. That's what I'm talking about. TJ Ash. Let's go Texas, baby. Yeah. I'll be honest, that opening kickoff scared me for a second. I was like, oh my no. I was like, why does this always happen? But you know what? Field goal. Then they drove down, field goal. All right, so let's do this. Yeah, they pulled on Stroud's ankle. That's crazy. What do you think of Charlotte return soon? I think it's about time. I mean, she's ready. Probably saving her for the Royal Rumble. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know why I started coughing all of a sudden. But yeah, we obviously I'm mostly a wrestling channel, but I'm gonna start streaming more football. Might even stream some basketball once NFL's over. I'm a Houston Texans, Houston Rockets, Houston Astros, Texas Longhorns. Those are my teams. So I gotta rep the H. Normally you'd be seeing some wrestling, but hey, football's something great to be watching too. Huh. They're like, don't bring that over here. Don't be bringing it over here. That's funny. Yeah, but I'm watching the Texans and Chiefs go. I feel like a lot of people are for the Texans. You know, everybody's like, we don't want the Chiefs winning anymore. And I'm like, yep, I knew it.
And Will Anderson Jr. was there for Houston.
Uh-oh. What happened to my mic?
So they get a stop. But then Anderson, who was celebrating after getting to Mahomes to force that incompletion.
Oh, man. What happened to my mic?
Hit to the head of Patrick. Yeah,
I'll tell you exactly what happened. It got unplugged. I unplugged it on accident. My bad. I was messing with it too much and I unplugged it. My bad.
It's close. He definitely comes in high.
All right, that's a little better. I think we're good now. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good now. My bad, guys. I accidentally unplugged my mic. I was like, why is it not working? Into rugby? Not really into rugby. Not really. I just never really watched it much. I could probably get into it. That's right. Oosey Juicy on TikTok saying go Texans. That's right. Let's go Texans. Let's go. I knew it.
I mean, this is a huge penalty. Yeah, I agree with you, Russell. From that angle there,
Jokers, appreciate the follow on Instagram.
Well, what a break for Kansas City as they get that call and they hit by Anderson. And then this beauty for 23 yards. They go play action. They get people to fight up on it, and it allows Travis Kelce to get right in behind and just lays it out there. Yeah, that was a costly penalty for sure. Kansas City would have been punting. And instead, now they're inside the 30-yard line. There's another point to be made about that call against Will Anderson we'll get to in a second.
Dang, man. Yep, could be the last day. Could be the last official stream. What's crazy is the Chiefs are loaded. Like offensively, you look at them, they're loaded, man. They got Hopkins, they got Hollywood Brown, they got Travis Kelce.
Yeah, good point, Joe. Replay can come in and pick up a play for a foul for high contact too.
I mean, he didn't even hit his helmet. That's, who do you think betrayed Jay? I think it's Naomi. Naomi is the chief culprit right now. 7 hours. So it'd be 8 for me. I'm in Central Time Zone, so midnight is like 8 hours away from me. Oh, it's floundering. And he still caught it. What are you doing, Murray? Oh, man. What's going on, everybody who is over on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, if you are watching from YouTube? I appreciate every single one of y'all hollering at me, stopping by. They got Xavier Worthy, too, out of Texas. Hook 'em horns, the Longhorn, but, man, you could have dropped it. You could have dropped that one. Jay coming back soon. Oh, yeah. I think Rumble. She'll probably come back for the Rumble. Oh, he got it. Is that a horse collar? I don't know. Is it horse collar if you grab him right here? I don't remember. But I mean, I hope it's not because that's what he did. That's what he did. So I hope it's not. Yeah, Jade's been doing some training. I think she had a little bit of an injury, but she also just took time off for the holidays. Though. He touched his face mask, but I'll tell you, I'm pretty reasonable when it comes to penalties. If they would have called that, I would have understood. I would have liked it, but I would have understood. There you go. Get him. Man, it sucks because it's like you can't even hit Mahomes. It feels like you can't even hit the dog, hit the bro. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you can't even hit him. Charlotte Flair is also returning soon, James. Yeah, that's true. Charlotte Flair is also returning. We saw she had the vignette about it. She looks like she's going to be a little different. You know what I mean? Like, she looked very like bougie, you know, like she's just like she looked almost like an influencer. Oh, tripped him. There we go. Hey, if you hold on to field goals, you hold them to field goals, you got a chance to win. You got a chance to win.
And he wins right away against Trey Smith. And even though this was a screen pass, to get the ball out, Mahomes just doesn't even have time to let it set up. It'll bring about a 36-yard try by Butker. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And another red zone stop for the Houston defense. And now all eyes will go to C.J. Stroud after limping away the last time. Back to work, down 3.
So hold it up high because it's the things you make.
Yep. So we're on commercial now. I'm gonna like mute it when we're on commercial, so I ain't gotta hear all the commercials and stuff. Yeah. Oh man, 6-3 already. Chiefs up 6-3 to the Texans, which not bad after how it started. If I'm being honest with you, it started really quickly, looking like the Chiefs were gonna do what they normally do, but the Texans held. They held their ground, and it is what it is. They held their ground. Oh, they held their ground. If you are a Texans fan and you're a wrestling fan, you want to make sure you're following me. You want to make sure you're following me everywhere, whether you're seeing this. Obviously, TikTok's probably going away, but you can go ahead and follow on TikTok, follow on Instagram, and follow or subscribe on YouTube. All the same username, same picture. So, yeah. I made it very easy to find me. Click on Linktree in the bios. Got all the stuff there. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like if you're on TikTok right now, you just go to the page. Oh, dang, that's glaring bad. But you go to the page, click on Linktree, and there's all the stuff. There's all the stuff right there. There's the Linktree. There's all the stuff. You probably can't see it good. But, yeah. You can go follow all that stuff if you want to. I'd appreciate it. I made a bet: Chiefs and Texans each to score a touchdown and field goal in each half. Well, that might be a good bet. I meant to put some bets on the game and I forgot. I don't like betting on like my teams, like the teams that I like. I don't like betting on the teams that I like because I end up getting, I feel like, I feel bad, betting against them. And then I feel like when I bet for them, I'm just betting for them because I like them, not because I think they're going to win. And so I try not to bet Texans games. But yeah, we're live, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Got all 3 somehow. I was able to make it work because if you're on TikTok, honestly, if you're on TikTok, if you want to hop over to Instagram or to YouTube, that'd be great. That'd be cool. Be cool with me, dog. Blessed one on YouTube says, "Let's go Chiefs, man." That's hey, respect to the Chiefs. They're a talented team, but they're not winning today. Okay, they're not winning today. I mean, they've won the last 2 Super Bowls. Can y'all have a break?
They actually put an infrared heat therapy wrap around the knee for the majority of that last possession for the Chiefs.
Can you give them a break? And then I'm watching C.J. Stroud's limping off the dang field, and he's going to be limited probably.
He was trying to work through it on the sideline. We're watching here and see how he fares.
Exactly, Alex. When you bet on your team, all of a sudden they don't look nothing like your team no more. They look like the worst team ever. That it is stacked, man. The Chiefs are stacked. The Texans should be stacked, but they had injuries. You got to think about it. They had Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell. So like that's 2. That is, a number 1 wide receiver and Diggs gone out of there. And then you have Tank Dell, who is lightning in a bottle. He could be gone for 6. The second string quarterback is Davis Mills still. Y'all remember Davis Mills? He was the starter for like a year or 2 before they got C.J. Stroud. Yeet for TikTok. We go yeet. TikTok chat's coming through. Got people coming in and out of the Instagram. What is up, Hatim? How's it going over on Instagram? It's harder to see the Instagram chat for some reason. Like the Instagram chat's always like behind, like way behind. But yeah, anybody, wherever you're at. Oh, there we go. First down. But yeah, if you're on TikTok, if you want to do me a huge favor, since TikTok's probably going to be gone, bye-bye, see you later. If you want to subscribe to YouTube, follow on IG, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to keep saying that like a million times throughout this because I did so much on TikTok, and I got like 13,000 followers on TikTok. Not a lot, but I mean, it's not a little. I'd like, as many people as I can to get to the other places. That'd be great. But if you don't want to, or you just don't use the other stuff, understandable. Because I get it. Some people don't really use YouTube. Some people don't really use Instagram. But if you're somebody like me who, you make videos and stuff, you don't want to be on as much of the mainstream stuff as possible.
He's back and rolling. There's Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell. So 2 big pieces of the puzzle not here for C.J. Stroud and Houston.
That's what I was saying. Like, they've been without weapons all year. They're number 1. Their number 1 and number 3 receivers are out. Luckily on defense has been pretty strong. Oh, there we go. Oh, a little behind him. He was right there, a little behind him. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the likes on TikTok. How's it going, everybody else? How's everybody else doing? There we go. Oh. Yeah, a little bit behind him, man. If he hits it on the money right there, he's running. He's got a good gain there. Dang, Christian Jones is his name. Jones is a beast, man. They send him. Chris Jones, yeah. They send him. That plays.
Chris Jones has the flexibility to line up pretty much wherever he wants. He has had
man. All right, so we got a punt. First punt. Hey, man, it's still early. Still early. Can't get discouraged yet. It's still early.
So the rest has helped him in this Houston offensive
Ooh-wee.
With a bobble. He has the big kick return. And now as he goes in,
What's he doing? Just jumping out of bounds.
Third straight year that he's been an all-pro. Remigio to the kicking net. Okay, Chiefs ball up 3.
Chiefs ball. Yeah, up 3. This could be a good one. Be a close one. How's everybody's Saturday going, man? We got a lot of stuff going on. Wrestling tomorrow. We got TNA and GCW. So we got 2 good things going on. Tomorrow, I might try to stream for that. I don't know if I will for sure or not, if I can or not. It just depends. But I definitely wanted to be live for this game here. Because it could be the last game of the season for the Texans. You never know. So I wanted to be live for it. Went live last week and honestly had a pretty good crowd come through. Talked a lot of football, talked some wrestling too. Just watched the game, enjoyed it. It was a good time. Whoa, I need to get another monitor so I can put all the chats on the monitor. That would be cool. That's what I need to do. I'm kind of sleepy. I should have took a nap earlier. Maybe this game will wake me up. Time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. The time is now. Oh, we back.
Time crew will be back at
Yeet.
time at noon Eastern on ESPN with a Ravens-Bills preview plus Sal Palantonio.
Chiefs Stadium looks pretty cool. I'd like to go there sometime.
Schefter will have all the breaking stories and injury updates, postseason NFL countdown at noon Eastern.
Oh,
Kelsey the target.
that's good defense right there. That's good defense right there.
Yeah, Joe, Chief Safety Brian Cook now back in the locker room. He was in the medical tent with the UNC neuro doctor, which tells us that he is being evaluated for a potential head injury.
Yeah, and Lisa, last year he missed the playoff run, had ankle surgery, so today was making his first playoff start.
Dang, this guy's third year in the league, and they won the first 2 years. Ooh.
With the catch, and Neville Hewitt brings him down immediately.
Yes, I'm talking about.
I think this Texans defense is.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Reese knows what's up. Let's go, Texans. Let's go. Even if you're not a Texans fan. I mean, even people who aren't Texans fans are like, please, God, will y'all win? Please. And I'm just saying, please, will y'all win? Marie, what's up? Good afternoon to you as well. I'm watching the Texans and Chiefs game. Obviously, if you've tuned in before or never, mostly talk about wrestling, but I talk about football and other stuff too. Football playoffs are on right now, so no wrestling on right now. So watch this. I'm a Texans fan, so I'm watching the game. Mahomes gets hurt in the game. It's scripted. Wow. Well, I mean, I'd hate for him to really get hurt, but I mean, if it's just like a minor, tweak of the ankle, he has to sit out, I'll take it. But I wouldn't wish any big time injuries on him. Yeah, we don't need the Chiefs to win again. All right, they've won the Super Bowl twice already in a row. We don't need it. We just need to go ahead and knock them out now, so somebody new can win. Okay, just go ahead and knock them out now. Roman, what's up, Roman? Hey, Roman, it's Roman. We got Roman squared in here. Twice the Roman. Practically a Roman empire in the chat and on screen.
At Schwab, how I choose to invest is up to me.
Exactly. I can invest and trade on my own.
Yes, and I let them manage some investments for me.
Thank you for the wonderful evening. Have a good evening yourself. Hopefully you have a good rest of your Saturday, rest of your weekend.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab.
Approach to wealth management. I have to get him to New York so he can testify.
Oh, thanks.
I was trying to click on something that wouldn't work.
Mayday.
It just went to commercial. It just came back from commercial, and it's going to commercial again.
Introducing the second chance offer for BetMGM.
Oh my goodness.
If you bet on a player to score the first
Oh
touchdown,
my goodness.
he scores the second, boom, you get your money back. In cash.
Yeah, usually talk wrestling. Today's football. So last week, I did the same thing last week. I streamed the Texans game last week. Streamed it this week, and I'll try to stream it next week if they win. If they win, I'm a big football fan, but all of my content and accounts are all about wrestling. So I don't get to talk about football as much, but I'd love to talk more about football. You know what I mean? I'd like to, but usually when I do talk about football on my accounts, people just don't care because they're like, this is wrestling. Like, you talk about wrestling. But yeah, try to sprinkle in some football too.
Holding Josh Allen, Jared Goff, and then last week in that wild card game, Justin Herbert in check when his defense came up with 4 picks and 4 sacks. Well, it's a good combination when you've got.
But yeah, we can still talk wrestling during the. I mean, it ain't got to be strictly football. I mean, anything y'all want to talk about as far as wrestling, we can still talk about that too.
You can build a defense around that. They certainly have in Houston.
All right, 3rd and 7, man. We got to get this. 3rd and 7, guys. Oh, there we go. Wait, hold on. Don't let him. Don't let Sherlock Mahomes keep going. Oh my gosh. I like how all the time he's like, "Oh, my injured ankle, my ankle," and then all of a sudden he takes off running. And they're like, "Oh, okay." It's not. You're like, your ankle's fine. It's like your ankle's fine. Quit making it seem like your ankle's not fine. It's fine. Hello on Instagram. How's it going? Faizan, how's it going? Oh, he punched it, but he held on to it. Dang.
Smith-Schuster in a gain of 14 on a catch and run. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, this is some of the things that
they just barely. What's going on? I'm watching the Chiefs and Texans. But if you follow my page, obviously you know I do wrestling stuff. We can talk wrestling too. It ain't got to just be about football. We can talk wrestling too. I mean, I'm all good with that.
But Worthy able to recompose himself and get a hold of the football. But Worthy, for a speed guy, he has not made that many big plays down the field. Just 4 20-yard receptions on the year.
I wonder if I do that in the scene.
A gain of 4. Xavier Worthy set that combine record, running a 4.21 40, 28.
It sucks, man, because I'm a fan of Worthy, man. He went to Texas. He is a,
first wide receiver drafted,
you know what I mean, like favorite player of mine. You know, one of the people I like.
They were trying to get that big play back into the offense with Rashee Rice. Rice went down early in the season, and they've had to make do. Hollywood Brown didn't play until the back end of the year. Here's Hunt. 3rd down coming up after taking a couple of big hits. And Miles Bryant, who's been involved a lot, is in on the tackle, 3rd and 4. Well, the big play for this Chiefs offense has been missing for a while. And earlier in years prior.
Okay, there we go. So I can look at my live that way. Okay.
When Mahomes took over at quarterback, the aerial assault that you would see.
Heard the app goes dark between 8:30 Eastern time. So that would be 7, because I'm in Central, so that'd be 7:30. So I got like 3 hours. All right, so as long as this game finishes by then, we're good. We're good. Oh, we'll get him. There you go. Will Anderson makes up for it. And it wasn't even his fault earlier. That's what I'm talking about. We got to get the Chiefs out of here. The Chiefs need to go. They need to leave.
It's a tough matchup that he has. He's a guard. He did play some tackle in college, and he also has at different times throughout his NFL career, but he is a guard at heart. And Will Anderson, with his speed, just able to get past him. And for Joe Jones,
Will Anderson, man, is a beast. He's a dog. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog. Whew, he's just a dog, man. He's just a dog.
That's a tough duty. 4 sacks last week for the Texans, 2 already in this game.
There we go.
It's a knuckleball. Woods will stay away, and this ball will get into the end zone.
Oh, good job, Woods. Could you see Omega in WWE? I think so. I think before he hangs it up, we'll see him in WWE. Cooking something up might not be done. Heck yeah. If you can get it back going or you get something going, definitely let me know. I would love to be a part of it somehow, some way.
It was so easy. All I had to do was drag.
Because that's what stinks, Jason, is that like it felt like we were getting some momentum and had a lot of good people working and behind it, and then we got the bad news. It's just like, and it's like if they could have just held on a little longer, or they could have, and we could have seen that TikTok was going away,
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yeah, and the cashback's wild.
Score T-Dog. What's going on? I hope they'd score some points. Yeah, it's 6-3 right now. We're in the second quarter. Heck yeah, talk to the CEO. Yeah, Ramona. Yeah, that's Mona's Mona's a really good one too. Like I wasn't expecting, because you never know, because she's pretty big. Like she's really big on TikTok. She's pretty big, pretty big on Instagram and other places too. But like she's pretty big, and she's just like any old normal person. Like she talks to me, and she's asked me for help on things with like editing videos, and like I've gotten her advice on things as well. And so yeah, she's a good one for sure.
I've learned over the years that your body is your moneymaker. It's what I do, and obviously I'm gonna pour every resource I can into taking care of it.
Chiefs Kingdom, no man. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna hate. I don't really hate on other teams, but I like my team. I want the team that I support to win.
I think this is Oregon's best product yet.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of good ones with it. I mean, I'm pretty much friends with all of them, and most of them I like talk to, and like they send me their videos, I send them mine, and we still like support each other and stuff. Yeah, Mona's good. Other than the fact that she likes the Lions, she's good. But yeah, Jason you did a lot for us, and you're still supporting us. I appreciate it. Oh, we got a big run. That's right. You cool with Van Vliet? I'm not like friends with him. I don't got nothing against him. Not my cup of tea. If that makes sense. Like just not my style. But nothing against him personally. Just is what, you know what I mean? Like some people you just whatever, just don't, our vibes don't match. I appreciate it. Yeah, keep me in the loop if anything comes out, any news, any updates. I definitely be interesting for sure.
When you look at this game, we've talked about it, that my experience when a team has had a bye week, that they typically come into the divisional game just a little bit more uptight, and whether it's nerves or whatever it might be. And the team that played in the wild card round today, that obviously being Houston.
Appreciate the follow on YouTube because yeah, I need you guys to subscribe on YouTube and follow on Instagram. But we're doing pretty decent on YouTube. I'm at like 1,600 or so, 1,600 or so subscribers on YouTube. So that's not bad because like I really wasn't messing with YouTube a ton, and I started doing more, like uploading more shorts. I'm gonna have more longer videos. I'm doing a series actually every Friday on YouTube. Is top 5 Fridays. And what you do is, or what I'm doing is I'm picking my top 5 favorite of different categories. This past Friday, yesterday I dropped it. It was my top 5 favorite finishers in WWE, like finishing moves and whatnot. And then we next week I got another one coming, and then so I got like 9 or 10 in a row. I'm working on recording this next Friday. I'll record it in the next few days. What's up over on Instagram? Sorry, that's the only thing I don't like about the IG chat is behind. The TikTok and YouTube chat is like pretty close to real time, and then the IG chat seems to be behind a little. But what's up? How's it going over there? Yeah, sorry I missed your chats. I don't know. I guess it's didn't because I see where you said what's up. Like okay, you got it. Yeah, it seems like it's behind a little. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, if Tank Dell and Diggs were healthy and playing, offense would be electric. I mean, the offense has still been pretty solid. But I mean,
last year, you look at that bottom line, touchdown to interception ratio. He only threw 5 interceptions all season, 12 this year. But
yeah,
the numbers were
they'd be a lot better.
Sharks last year, and the runaway winner for Rookie of the Year on the offensive side. Yeah, that was going to be a tough follow-up here in a sophomore campaign.
Yeah, I mean, C.J. Stroud just had a great rookie year. So to see, I mean, he had a pretty solid year this year, but like compared to last year, like you think, oh, he had a really down year. I mean, he just had a really good rookie year. Well, the sophomore slump is real.
Chris Jones, who was over on the sidelines, he was resting up, and now with it being a 3rd down, they trot him.
Yeah, CJ, I think they did a good job getting CJ. I wasn't sold on him at first, but I mean, he proved me completely wrong. I wasn't sure, but he's been doing it. He's good. I think he's gonna be good with something. Can you say my name because it gave me some aura? Is it Zaya Dwabi? Oh no. Omenahue, another Texas Longhorn. Another Texas Longhorn. Man, the Chiefs got them Longhorns on there. Omenahue was good in college. He's been pretty solid pro. He just goes right past him. Man, he just goes right by him. Man. And that pocket was so clean. If he's able to just keep the block on him, you're good. All right, come on. Come on, Kaimi. Let's do 3. Oh, my gosh. Not even close, bud. It's between the uprights. That just went up and right. Oh, my God. You look just like Kevin Owens. Well, guess what? I'm going to beat up Cody Rhodes next time I see him. I get that. I do get that a lot. I get the whole like you look like Kevin Owens. I get it a lot. So I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. He's not a bad looking guy. He's a little chubby guy with a little bit of a beard going on here. It ain't no big deal. Where do you think Shadur lands? That's a good question. Right now, I feel like they said that they wanted him, like him and his dad were like he wants to go to like the Giants or possibly the Raiders or something like that. Like he didn't want to go Like didn't want to go to the Jets, didn't want to go to the Titans. There's a few of those teams that were really bad this year. I was like, wondered like he didn't want to go there. He wanted to go to like the Giants or somebody like that. Like he wanted to go to big market team. Yeah, Kevin's cool. I mean, I've always liked Kevin Owens, even when like you weren't, even now like you're not supposed to like him. But how can you not? How can you not kind of agree? Like you think about it, he fought the bloodline tooth and nail. You know, he was by Cody Rhodes' side. They did all this, and now all of a sudden, here we go. Here we go. We got Cody Rhodes teaming up with Roman Reigns. He's all buddy with him. He's buddy with The Rock now. So Kevin Owens has some. Yeah, Kevin Owens has some. You know, he's got some juice now. It's like okay, like y'all beginning the wheels are turning. He's just the son of a security technician. That's all he is. But hey, anyway. That's what I'm saying, Chief TV. They already started their BS, man. They already started it earlier on that one. It's like a third down, and Mahomes got, you know, roughed the passer. Yeah, how about Solo last night? I mean, Solo. It's interesting because I think Solo losing and the way Solo is acting is going to make Jacob Fatu even more unhinged. We might see some really crazy stuff happening.
Saw the reaction by C.J. Stroud going to break. He and the Texans thought that Justin Reed came across before the snap. There was no flag. We looked at it. Mr. Yerk says he left.
I don't really watch UFC. I need to get every time. Like people say that, like every week or so, somebody's like, "Hey, you need to start watching UFC more." And I'm like, I need to, but I never get into it. There's always so much going on. 2.5 hours. Okay, yeah, just a couple more hours. I heard. Yeah, a couple more hours still. More TikTok. Solo lost his mojo, baby. He did. Yeah, Kevin Owens did suffer a lot with Cody. Solo's pretty good at playing like the mean, stoic bad guy. Yeah, WWE is real. If y'all didn't know, it is real. It's not fake. It's all real. That's right. Wow. How do you leave Kelsey wide? My thing is, how do you leave Kelsey wide open and then you just can't tackle him? You just can't tackle him? Like, I'm not putting no disrespect on Travis Kelsey's name, but he was wide open. And all this dude did was run and stop and turn around. Like he didn't put no moves on nobody. He just stood there. And everybody's just like, you know, kind of like side tackling. That's one of the biggest things. One of my biggest pet peeves is like these dudes that just throw their arms out like oh, that's gonna tackle them. Like it never works. All right, hold him out of the end zone. I'm pulling for him too, DJ Farrow. I'm pulling for him as well, obviously. But we gotta pull for the Texans because somebody's gotta beat the Chiefs. That's what I'm saying, Antonio. I mean, dude was wide open. And then Bullock was just like, I'm just gonna throw an arm at your leg. I'm just gonna like swat at your leg. And I was like, you gotta run through him, man. You just gotta. Oh man, something bad's about to happen. I can already tell. Whoop. Oh, he didn't get there. He's short. Steelers fan, man. Yeah, I got some family that like the Steelers. Oh yeah, he's down. Yeah, he's down. Yeah, I got some families, Steelers fans. Who is good, Messi or Ronaldo? What answer? I think we all know. I'm more of a Ronaldo guy. So I'm more of him, more of a Ronaldo guy. I think. I ran it right in. It's over. Game's over. It's over. No, I'm just kidding. That's what everybody's thinking, though. Everybody's like, "Yep, it's over. It's gone. It's bye." Well, the problem, I mean, it's the same thing as it typically is that the Texans just really the Texans just really shy and kind of wilt whenever it's the big time. I mean, I've seen it every time they've never won a divisional playoff game. They've won like 6 wild card games, something crazy like that. They all their playoff wins are they've never made it to the AFC Championship. So it's like, so yeah, Messi's good. Messi's good. Don't get me wrong. Messi's up. Messi's good. I was just always more of a Ronaldo guy when I was more into it. You know what I mean? I was more of a Ronaldo guy. I was more of a Real Madrid guy. Just was, okay? Just was.
Did let go. Did you let go?
Yeah, they didn't look if he caught it. Yeah. I figured they'd go back. It was hard to say if he really caught it or not because they didn't replay it but like once. Can you show me a WWE figure? I don't know. Can I? Which one do you want to see? I got I got this Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero. Like I said, he's one of my favorites. One of my favorites of all time. Him, and then I got Stone Cold right here. Stone Cold right there. So, yeah. Here's the back of it. I keep them in protectors. I'll take it out of the protector because there'll be less glare. You do realize apparently the whole system's going dark in 2.5 hours. I'll just be here until it's gone. Oh, I don't want to take this out because it's like sealed. It's like stuck in there. It's gonna be hard to take it out. It's pretty cool. I just got this not long ago. I think I ordered it through like Walmart, but I got that. Somebody said Roman Reigns. I think I got a Roman Reigns right here. Funko Pop. Got a Roman Reigns Funko Pop right here, signed by the Tribal Chief himself. There you go. Put that back up.
I get it.
There we go. I've been cutting back on the figures and stuff. Really just getting like the ones I just absolutely just gotta have. I was like trying to buy like when they come out with like a new series of like 5 or 6, whatever. I try to buy all of them, and now I'm just like, I don't want to do that. I just want to buy the ones I really, really like. No, let's not go Chiefs. Let's go. It's Texans, Dokes. Come on, Dokes. It's Texans. I appreciate it, Invisible. Best of luck to you. I mean, I don't know if you make content or you do anything else on any other apps, but good luck to you with that. I mean, I'm going to just keep doing my thing. I'll just be doing it on Instagram and YouTube, maybe Twitch. I don't know.
Is able to get it into the end zone after the 30. We'll probably see who's designing success. Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz.
I'll be honest with you, Adam on Instagram. I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
But this was a big flag route that he had his first catch, and some other opportunities. And you see Kelsey anytime he's out there and open.
Chiefs. Little Oreo with the Chiefs. No, it's Texans, guys. Texans, not the Chiefs. You know the difference between the Chiefs and the refs? One of them doesn't have an R in it. And it's the Chiefs, all right? Just saying. Yeah, I thought SmackDown was pretty good. I caught I watched like 75. I didn't really catch the beginning of it. You know what I mean? What's the point of watching the game? We know who's going to win. Well, actually, I mean, I saw the script, so I just want to see. I just want to see the Texans win live. To be honest with you, I want to watch it live. I know the script says they're going to win already, so I just wanted to watch it live. I mean, I want to be able to watch it when it happens. So obviously, Raven fan. I'm guessing you like the Bengals. You're a Bengals fan? No, you like the Ravens. They play tomorrow, right? They play today or tomorrow? Because they got the Bills. That would be a good game. That'd be a good game. Ooh, that's a good one, Mitchell. Adam is your friend. Will say you're good at speaking. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I've been doing it my whole life. No, no, I try to be good, be somewhat entertaining for you guys, so it's not like terrible for you to watch me. Yeah. Yeah, Chief. I didn't really watch the beginning, but like I kind of watched more towards like halfway through, and then I'll be honest with you, I was like falling asleep. I was falling asleep through like towards the end of the show because I was just tired, not because it was bad. I was just tired, man. I don't know what it is. Like Friday night, being 3 hours, I'm just like about to fall asleep. And I had to go to work today. I had to be up at 4 o'clock to go to work 5 a.m. So I was like, oh my gosh, these 3 hour SmackDowns are killing me. It's supposed to go back to 2 hours in like June or July. But yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing, Raven. Everybody is
second down and 8 for the Texans, down 10. We come back on a chilly afternoon in now Elo in Kansas City.
But yeah, everybody seems to be rooting for the Texans. I hope so, man, because they need it.
What's this? Athletic Ducks having to an NIL deal. An NIL deal? It's name, injury, and likeness. With a name like
The thing with SmackDown being 3 hours, it's like Raw's 3 hours. SmackDown's 3 hours. And it's just like,
people to understand how Athletic helps close that gap. We got to get you to think bigger, coach.
you know what I mean? And it's like you gotta.
Health insurance doesn't cover.
And then when I have to work on the weekends, we go in early, so we get out early. We get done, so it's like, oh man, who would win in a fight? A horse-sized duck or a duck-sized horse? That's a good question. I think it's pretty obvious. Whichever one is horse-sized is gonna win. Because a horse-sized duck's just gonna go. Wah. Done. Horse is done. It's gone. Bye bye. See you later.
With MyBo, eyes can feel. MyBo is the
yeah, a horse-sized duck or a duck-sized horse. I feel like that is a tongue twister because you want me to say a horse. You know what I'm talking about? I think I know what you're trying to get me to say, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna think it. Yeah, horse. Whatever is horse-sized, whichever one of these animals is quite a bit larger than the other, it's probably winning. It's probably gonna win in a fight. Yeah, the Raw, they've been stacking Raw. You know what I mean? They've been stacking it. Heart, hustle, H-Town. That's right. For Houston, it's one of their little mottos that they started saying this past year or so, the past 2 years maybe. Adam, I feel you, man. I feel you. Want cereals? Cereals are good. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I like cereal. I had some cereal this morning. Frosted Flakes. They're more than good. They're great. Oh, game's back. Let's let me. We're almost at halftime. We almost at halftime. Come on, we got to get something going on. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Hey, Mechie. Mechie could be the guy that saves the season. He could save the season. Oh, no. He's way under it. Michael says, "What up? Remember me?" I think I remember Michael being in here the last week. Man, it ended up being a great game last week. Texans pulled away. Now this week they're a little behind, but they can make up for it. They made up for it. Whew. They get the ball at the half too, so they score here, and then they get the ball at the half. They got some momentum. I feel the same way, Chief. I was gonna order it, but yeah, it's like $80 altogether. And I was like, $80. And the crazy thing is, if you go to a live show, it's gonna be $100 at the live show. It'll be like $100, and people will be buying it. And if you got the money, I mean, it's not so much a money thing. It's just like a dang, like how can I how can I do that? How can I just spend that money? Yeah, Michael, you was here on the Charger game. I think that's why. Yeah, I remember you being when I was here when I was streaming the football game last week. Great Balls of Fire. That was a pay-per-view that WWE did one time, featuring Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. That's what's crazy. I was talking Chief. I was saying about people buying the stuff at the man. I see people buying championship belts at the shows. They're paying $500 full price, $500 when you can order a belt on WWE Shop all day long for $300, $350, and they're buying. I'm looking at WWE Shop and I'm like, you can order this, have it sent straight to your house, and you'll save $150 easy. But I understand like wanting to get it right then, right there. Oh man, looks like there's gonna be some holding, man. Acknowledge you. Acknowledge me. Shaq Mason, bruh. This dude has had two bad plays. CJ Stroud is giving life and limb to try to get a first down, and you hold it. CJ Stroud's going to need knee surgery after the season's over. All right, they got to get a better one. Okay, get a little bit better for the field goal range. Yeah, I'm just saying it'd be hard for I understand like the want to, the impulse, because it's like I get it, because like you're up there and you're looking at everything and you're just like, ooh, that belt looks really nice. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at it, you're like, ooh, that belt looks so nice, and it's just right there. It's just right there. And then they have this big old box full of them. You know what I mean? They got a big old box full of them. You can kind of see where they're there. And you're just like, it's like, oh, how can I not? But then it's just like, I can't pull the trigger. I will say that I did do an impulse buy. I went to Vengeance Day last year. I impulse bought this right here. I need to hang it up somewhere, but I'm so glad I did. I impulse bought this. It's the poster, and every single one of them has signed it. Paid $100 for this. Now, all like 7, I counted it the other day. 7 of the people on here have won the NXT Championship. You have Braun Breaker, 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Roxanne is about to go to the main roster. Lyra's the first Women's Intercontinental Champion. Crazy steal. I wish I'd have bought 2.
AT&T has a new guarantee. Most things in life are not guaranteed. Like quarterbacks being accurate.
But honestly, that's probably going to be
Or that your pump-up song is for everyone.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand like the impulse to getting it, and like
Yeah, that's not guaranteed.
it's hard for me to make a big purchase, like a bigger purchase like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard for me to do that. It's hard for me to like. I really like stress over it. If it's like more than a few $100 for something, I really stress over it, and whether or not I should get it. Do you think the Texans can win against the Chiefs? I think they can. All right, it's 13-6. They're down by 7. They get the ball at the half. They can come out and tie it up. Boom. You never know. Who will win the Royal Rumble this year? If I had to pick 2 people, I think CM Punk's going to win it. Y'all might not like this for the women, but I think Liv Morgan wins it. Liv Morgan or Charlotte wins the Royal Rumble.
This time can't get to the 30. The NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax continue tonight. With the Commanders at the
that's why anytime I've ever bought anything that's more than like $200-300, I'm like almost sweating. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to spend because it's not so much about like oh, like I can afford it, like my bills will still be paid. It's just more like the way I grew up. I'm like, that's a lot of money. Like, it's a lot of money. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I will buy a replica title eventually. I was this close to buying the Texans, the Houston Texans replica title. I almost bought it, but then I backed out. I was like, nah. I'll just like set it down somewhere and like never look and never have it. I'll never take it out of the bag.
It's going to be back and forth. We anticipated that, but we'll just put together a better second half.
What started clicking on offense towards the end of that?
We had some nice completions.
Yeah, John Cena. I mean, I think John Cena will be like a final. He'll be like a final 3 or 4 guy easily.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Lisa, thank you. The team's traded a couple of.
Hey, it's this game's going to halftime. If y'all give me like 2 or 3 minutes. If y'all give me 2 or 3 minutes, I'll be right back. Run to the restroom, get a little drink, I'll be right back.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Alrighty. Who's ready for my famous charged up? Like, to check the mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate. Toast it, baby. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is the Allstate halftime.
Welcome to the Allstate halftime with Ryan Clark and Jason Kelsey out Scott Van Pelt. It's a 13-6 lead for the 2-time reigning Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. And RC in a half where Houston has largely checked the boxes of what you would hope to do on the road against this team. Run for almost 100. How big were those 3 points they got?
They had to have them. You think about the drive before. You're in scoring position. You give up a sack fumble, and then you miss the field goal. And right away, Kansas City shoots back. Big play by Travis Kelce. Touchdown for Kareem Hunt. If you don't get points on the board right there and you allow them to kill you in the 8 minutes or the middle 8, you can't beat this team.
It's interesting. Talking to Kyrie Fairbairn before the game, I asked him, what's your range? He said, I don't know, going that way. And that way is where they missed. And that's dead into the teeth of that one. You saw it kind of knuckle off his foot. That gave KC an opportunity. Your brother has the longest catch in a playoff career, which leads to the touchdown. How did the Chiefs start to find the rhythm?
Well, I think that you saw a little bit of that. We talked about a rest versus rust early on. Like, they had so much time off. It looked like they were out of sync. They did some screen plays in, some gadget plays that just weren't timed up right. And now they're starting to settle in. But you got to give a lot of credit to the Houston Texans defense. They were playing fast. They're playing physical. Will Anderson on multiple pressures.
Yes.
The Chiefs got helped out on the one drive with the personal foul, which questionable roughing the passer there. But, yeah, I think Texas played amazing first half on defense. Chiefs just are kind of winning the way the Chiefs usually win.
And also,
find a way to
Scott,
get it
you
done.
go back to the demo we did pregame. We were talking about man coverage. Look at Travis's 2 big catches in that half, the corner, and then him settling in the zone. They were playing against zone defense. It seems that DeMeco Ryans is trying to mix it up against Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick is finding some of those spaces in the zone. And obviously, Travis always knows where to settle. I'm smiling thinking about what Swag said on Countdown about beating the Chiefs. You got to beat them.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, if you're the Texans, you're sitting there, you're trying to warm up, you're thinking, we've done most of the things we hope to do. One big play in the kicking game, and then the missed kick, which sets them up. But I don't know how much better the Texans could have played the first 30.
They played pretty dang good. The Chiefs always capitalize on mistakes. You have the early kickoff return, big play. You have the personal foul that extends the drive that leads to another field goal. They always find ways to maximize opportunities, and the Texans are outgaining them. They're almost over 100 yards rushing in the first.
All right, we're back. Had to take a little break real quick. Now we're back.
You give up a sack on third down. You give up a sack and have a penalty on a 2-minute drill, and in the red zone, the Chiefs find a way.
We back now. We back.
That's what these big time games come down.
904 Alex with the follow. Appreciate it.
Are winning in situational football,
and it feels like the Chiefs always.
I think C.J. Stroud's pretty good. I mean, I think he's still got a way to go.
They find a way to get it done. Yeah.
They're a magnifying glass. They're just going to take whatever mistake you make and make it worse.
Not showing the game.
Get the ball coming out of locker room.
Yeah, I'm not showing the game. Sorry.
But if they can get points coming out of this locker
But you can hear it.
Like
You can hear it a little bit.
And if you're CJ Stroud in this offense, you're actually.
What's up, Isaiah? I'm doing good. Going for the Texans. Going for the Texans to win. Sushi says Chiefs by 24. Come on. Come on. I don't think they win by more than 21. Come on. Appreciate the follow. The Hourglass. No Face Retro Gamer putting it into Lil Oreo about the Chiefs. Saying the refs and all them. Hey, the referees do tend to be they kind of favor the Chiefs sometimes. I'm just saying. CJ Stroud does need to step it up a little bit, but you got to think on these critical third downs, he's not getting protection. He's honestly not getting much time to go. I mean, when you're taking your drop, you go 1, 2, 3, and somebody's already in your face about to knock you out. I mean, there's not a lot you can do. Boo Po Houston. No, not boo. Zayden, I think you meant to say woo Houston. You meant to put a W instead of a B, because the W and the B aren't close to each other at all on the keyboard. But sometimes people do that, and they Mahomes, yeah, they've been getting after Mahomes a little bit. So yeah, Zayden. Yeah, no, not nah. It's woo Texas, not boo. Yeah, okay.
First championship game of the 12-team playoff era. The stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium's had some drama. Tua Tagovailoa, Devontae Smith with the winner against Georgia in the 17 season.
Ohio State and Notre Dame playing Monday night for the crown of national champion. Who's going to win, Ohio State or Notre Dame? I think it'd be a pretty solid game.
Notre Dame's done a nice job of inserting him in the run game. Makes you force another guy down, and then leads your corners on island. So they got to defend QB run. And then I think the big thing is, will they have a chance to get Jeremiah Smith and Mecca Buka in the big play?
That's right. Tex 44 knows what's going on. Let's go, Texans. Let's go. Game is still within reach. They're down 7. All right. They can still do this. They can still do this.
So the other side, what about Notre Dame? If Notre Dame's going to continue this run, they've won 13 in a row and win the title.
Tyler, I'm with you. I hope they can pull it off. They got to pull it off.
They got to be +2 and a turnover margin. They're going to win special teams, hidden yardage. Give Riley Leonard.
Yeah, I'm not streaming the gameplay. Not at the moment. I am not.
I guess the good news for the Irish is that they lead the nation in turnovers forced and lead the nation in points scored.
I mean, I feel you. It's going to be hard. Here's my thing. Unless the refs just really blatantly, make it obvious, I'm not going to blame the refs. If the Texans lose, I'm not going to blame the refs. All right, unless it's just so super obvious. But there's been a play or two where I was like earlier on, there was that third down. That third down, Will Anderson got hit with roughing the passer. That was nothing. He just barely bumped him. He didn't even hit him in the helmet. You know what I mean? So it was yeah. But it is what it is. Roman Reigns is always the final. He's been the final man 3 or 4 times in the Royal Rumble. So yeah, I could definitely see him being in those last couple. And he might win it. If he win, I could see him winning so they can run back Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes again. Appreciate the football RG Pena sending footballs on TikTok because we're talking about football, makes all the sense in the world to me. The third down was kind of sus. That one was kind of sus, yeah. That's right. Let's go Texas. Boo. That's okay. You can boo me. Oh, I agree with the holding call. That when he took off running, when CJ Stroud took off running, they called a hold on Shaq Mason. Yeah, that was a hold. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm talking about earlier in the game when they got Will Anderson Jr. for roughing the passer on Mahomes on that third down just because he hit him. You know what I mean? Just because he hit him, basically. They showed the replay, and literally everybody in the booth, the rule analyst was just yeah, that's not a. They were yeah, that's not a penalty. I don't really see nothing there. Did he lead with his helmet? It's kind of you think about it. There's a difference. There's a difference in doing this and doing this. You know what I mean? There's a difference in that's what he did is he went like this. He didn't go. Yeah, everybody wants the Texans win. Yeah, but I agree with your statement right there. You're saying leading with your helmet to a QB to throw the balls. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree that with the way the rules are set up and the way certain people are going to get called. That's just the truth. Tom Brady was one of those people. He got the calls. Michael Jordan was one of those people in the NBA. He got the calls. LeBron James gets the calls. When you're a superstar guy, they're gonna be a little more lenient. They're gonna help you out a little more. That's just the truth. That's the truth. If you're a nobody or you're not as popular as somebody else, you're not gonna get as lenient of calls as other people. That's just the truth. It just is. If Patrick Mahomes played for the Texans, bro, they'd be getting a lot more calls because he's the quarterback. You know what I mean? If CJ gets hit with this by Chris Jones, would you expect a call in this game? Yes. And if it was against somebody else, no, because we've already seen what they're calling a penalty. If they call what Will Anderson did to Patrick Mahomes a penalty, then if Chris Jones does the exact same thing to CJ Stroud, then I would expect a penalty. But I don't think either one of them would, like, I wouldn't think it's a penalty. Like, I'm pretty open about, like, I've watched Texans games and they'll get a call for them, and I'm just like, that wasn't really, they got away with one, or the refs helped them out there. Like, I'm pretty open about that. Like, I don't want them to just call penalties for the sake of helping the team that I like. You know what I mean? I want them to call the game fairly, and whoever wins, wins. And it just stinks that sometimes there are certain players and there are certain teams that seem to get seem to get like bailed out a little more. You know what I mean? Like some people in comments are talking about like bailed out a little bit. And it does stink. And maybe I will say this, it could be coincidence. Okay. It could be coincidence, but the Chiefs this year, every time the game has been like close to them losing, or the momentum is going to shift to the other team, boom, penalty, brings it back. So it's like, dang, man, you're like, these are crazy coincidences that this happens like so often, But at the end of the day, whether people are favoring a team, whether the refs are, I feel like whether or not the referees are more lenient towards one team or the other, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that you have to go out there and play the game and win. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. It's kind of like home field advantage. Like, I know people, college football playoff. I live in Tennessee, so there's a lot of Tennessee fans that were like, "It's not fair. We had to go to Ohio State and play them in Ohio. It's not fair. It's not fair." And I'm just like, if y'all are the better team, you'll beat them. And it's just like, at the end of the day, like, you just got to go beat them. Like, leave no doubt. That's the thing. The Texans are one of those teams, and I've watched them since their inception. They typically wilt under the big lights. They typically, they shrink under the pressure. And when you got a team like the Chiefs, who's a dynasty, they've won back to back. They seem to always beat the Texans. You go against them, the Chiefs are just that good. So, like, when it comes down to these 50-50 plays, the Chiefs typically win them, either because they're better or they just get the breaks. And it just happens. It just is what it is. I hope that the game is called fairly. I'm not one of those people that's gonna whine and cry. Like, if the Texans lose, they lose, man. They lose. I'm not gonna be whining and crying about the referees if they lose, unless it's super obvious. But I mean, there hasn't been anything super obvious. Yeah, there's been a call or two that, like, I disagreed with, but, like, it is what it is. If you want to be reasonable, there's holding on like every play, if you really call it. There's a lot of times I see people, you see people pushing off, in passing, and you'd be like, well, that's offensive, or, oh, that's defensive, and they can't call like every penalty every play, because then it's like you never stop. And the Texans are doing what they need to be. I mean, the Texans seem to be like driving, and then they're stalling, with about near the red zone. Who was the Texans quarterback for CJ Stroud? It was Davis Mills. Davis Mills, he's still there. He's the backup. Before Davis Mills, they had Deshaun Watson. They've had Tyrod Taylor. I think they did have Tyrod Taylor at one point. Yeah. They've had a bunch of quarterbacks. Had to deal with them. I don't believe that the Chiefs tried to take Stroud out, but I definitely feel like if they get a shot at him, they're gonna hit him. You know what I mean? I expect that. I expect when CJ Stroud, if he takes off running, I expect whoever's coming to hit him is gonna hit him. He's gonna meet him and hit him. Just like I would expect with Patrick Mahomes, if he takes off running, somebody on the defense to try to hit him hard. Not necessarily, try to injure him, but just hit him hard. Like, get him a hard hit. Make him think twice about running.
protected, and now he'll go. He's able to outrun the
Oh, we got it. First down. First down. I don't bonk the stonks. Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs are cheaters. I don't. I think they're a really, really good team. Great team. Very talented. Very well coached. I mean, they have like a generational quarterback. They have a generational tight end. They seem to be able to just reload their wide receivers every year. You know what I mean? Their defense is amazing. They have a generational defensive lineman in Chris Jones. They're really good and talented. And they tend to get more of those 50-50 calls going their way. And you can say that's cheating. I don't think it's necessarily cheating. I just think sometimes it's like there's internal bias because it's like the Chiefs are really – it's because it's like, oh, the Chiefs are really good. Surely they didn't do this. I mean, the Chiefs might win. They might win. The Texans, I think if they were fully healthy on offense, I would feel a lot more confident that they could win. But I mean, game still going. Oh my gosh, look at that. But like I said, I don't think the Chiefs are. I don't think they're cheaters. I just think that they tend to get a little more things going their way sometimes. And y'all can say that's cheating. You can say that it's coincidence. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, the only reason they win is because they cheat. Because it's not true. They're a really good team. I think at times, you know, a call goes their way that maybe shouldn't, and it just happens. I mean, it happens at every team, every game. There you go, Hutchinson. Hutch.
Xavier with a tough catch for 14. Jaden Hitch brought him down. That makes it a manageable third down at about 4.5, 5 yards. Yeah, because they go bunch formation again, and when you do that, it just makes it hard to then come up and challenge these receivers because you're going to get caught up in the traffic. It's a good job by Hutchinson coming off the ball.
We got 3rd and 5, basically at the 50. Come on. It's 6 yards. 6 yards, so it's not close. Oh, Schultz. There we go, Schulte. Schulte. Shing. First down. Honestly, this is the game where we can see, like, okay, is CJ Stroud going to be the dude?
So you got Schultz coming off the line, and that's kind of when the Texans have made their hay.
Can you accept me in your followers? I guess so. Is it not letting you follow me? That's weird. I don't know why it wouldn't let you follow me. But I can try. Go Mix. That's what I'm talking about. I was wondering, I was like, why am I not? I had the chat scrolled up, so I wasn't seeing any of these new comments. So that's my bad. That's my bad, first of all. That's my bad, first of all. Sorry about that. Let me see. Followers.
Yeah, when they go out, they picked up Stephon Diggs, and they've got Tank Dell along with Nico Collins, Joe Mixon, Dalton Schultz at tight end.
I don't see it. I don't see
Just a real disappointment not to have their full arsenal here in the postseason. Those are things you could do.
I'll look for it in a little bit because I'm not seeing it right now. There you go, 2nd and 3. Okay, so we got 2nd and 2. Come on, 2nd, 2.5, 3, 1.5, something like that.
Well, Joe Mixon this week wanted to stand in front of this Texans team. He has become a really important leader for it.
I get these games like this, I start to get way too like invested. I get stressed. Right, I have to keep my composure more because, you know, on the TikTok or on the TikTok and all this and that. Oh, bootleg. Oh, he got it. He got it. English or Spanish? English, I guess. I mean, I speak English. Texans are going to lose. I don't know. Money or Monet? Money?
Initially, it looked like Reed was in a great
Oh,
position.
that's a
He was
great
around,
catch.
but he just kept going, and the ball was positioned
On Reed, too, who was a former Texan.
because if they don't complete that, I've got to believe that they would have gone for it on fourth down.
They never had a chance to win. Who knows? Oh, pick play. They got him. They got him with the pick play right there. That's what happened. Oh, offensive pass interference? Yeah.
Pass interference. Offense number 86.
Keon, you're rooting for the wrong team, Keon. It's the Chiefs. It's not the Chiefs. It's the Texans. Texans. Woo, go Texans. Oh yeah, Schultz just straight up blocks him. They're not gonna let Mahomes lose. You don't like Texas, you want to lose. What? What, you like the Cowboys or something? They can't even make the playoffs. They do have a tough division, but they didn't make it. Zoop. Whoever moves first? What? That's wild. All right, they're getting a little more. The crazy thing is, I think the Texans are they're outgaining. They have more yardage than the Chiefs by like a decent amount, but they're down by a touchdown. You know what I mean? They're down by a touchdown. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but if you're on TikTok, if you want to go subscribe on YouTube, follow on Instagram at Roman McPeak everywhere. Link in the bio, all that good stuff. TikTok's probably going away, so I mean, you subscribe other places. There you go. Oh, he got the first down. He got it. He's got a first down. Michael likes the Ravens, man. The Ravens put a whooping on the Texans on Christmas. I'll tell you what. It was not the happiest day of the year for me for a few hours. Honestly, for about 20 minutes, I was like, I can't believe it. And then I moved on. We had like 3 Christmas parties things to do on Christmas Day, so I was like, whatever. Fine. How did he not get it? They said he didn't get that? Oh, now it's holding.
As Dalton Schultz gets into it with Trent McDuffie.
Illegal motion. Offense number 83. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So it's an illegal motion. No first down here. We go back 2 plays ago. Watch Hutchinson come down right at the mark. Yeah, the ball was at the line, and I think that would have been a first down. But they marked him short. Now they get the penalty.
The Ravens are pretty good, though. That was a first down, and of course they didn't review it because it was the Texans. I'm just kidding. But the fact that they didn't review that, now it's 3rd and 6. Oh, you got him down here. Got Hutch at the bottom. Do a little. Unless this linebacker releases back, you got a slant right here, wide open. Go for it, Stroudy. Oh, he put him down. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he got that. He got it. That's a first down. I'll tell you what. People talking about CJ Stroud. He's putting it on his back. And he's carrying it. All right, he's carrying it. I don't care what anybody says. He is putting it on his back and carrying the team. All right, he's doing everything he can. Mix it as a touch. Get in there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. Y'all said they was done. Y'all said they was done. They was not done. They're just getting started. All right, let's calm down. There's still a lot of video. There's still a lot of games. Still a lot of time left in the game. All right, let's calm down, everybody. Y'all are overreacting. Y'all are going crazy. They just scored. He misses the extra point. Oh, my God. Misses the extra. That's why I said y'all didn't need to get too excited because oh my God, bro. It's like watching my nightmare come to life.
Helping you save on sparkling waters and taste your love.
Why is this guy?
Flavors in fantastic combinations. Delicious.
Oh my gosh. What are y'all doing?
And tasty berries frozen at peak ripeness, ready whenever you need them. Everyday favorites at unbeatable prices. We made Good and Gather for you, only at Target.
BK melts. Wanna warm up? This sure helps. Classic bacon, shroom, and Swiss. BK melt season is tasty bliss. BK, have it your way.
The booking app I used didn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't know to move my reservations inside or know what I like to eat. Which is not bad. What's up, my brother? Oh, hey, man. We really needed this rain, right?
Agent Force helps restaurants prevent dining disasters.
Battle on over.
It's what AI was meant to be.
We got you, brother.
Man, this kicker, man. This kicker, man. Golly. That's what I'm saying. This kicker, man. It was crazy is that he's such a good kicker. Like, he's been very good. Refs, nah, I wouldn't say the refs are cheating. I'd say there's been a call or two I didn't agree with, but they've been pretty decent so far. At the end of the day, the kickers missed a field goal and an extra point. There's 4 points off the board right there. They could be up by 3 right now, potentially. But he's missed them. So I can't put it on the refs when the kicker's missing tries and missing field goals.
Just below us here in Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, guard for the Indiana Fever.
Of course, Caitlin Clark. I'm
Chiefs
just
fan
kidding.
since she was a kid, the AP Female Athlete of the Year, and the first overall pick in the WNBA Draft, Rookie of the Year.
H-Town. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Z. We got to go for H-Town. Come on, guys. How long I've been streaming for? Today I've been streaming since the start of this game. The beginning of this year, towards the end of 2024, I started streaming more, and then I streamed off and on for a little while throughout 2024. But like honestly, about a month I've been like more consistently streaming. I've never been a big streamer. I've just like made videos and stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. RSC, they got to do it. Not just for Texas, all right? Not just for the South. Not just for the West Coast. Not just for the East Coast. Not just for the Midwest. They need to do this for America. America can finally start healing when the Chiefs are out of the playoffs. Just saying. We can start seeing some real healing when they lose. Just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not that serious.
So we'll take a break as that will cost
Chiefs Kingdom.
by 1 some yards.
Ooh, we don't like the Chiefs.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate.
Another, hey, it's like a play commercial. 2 plays commercial. 2 more plays commercial. TV timeout.
Check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
None of us make it very far alone. It takes a team.
What you
Community
saying?
that writes off no one and believes in the potential of everyone. Having a team like that changes the game.
It's our last shot before the Super Bowl. Kitchen Nightmare's first stop in New Orleans was transformational.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
You can watch anytime at Fox Tuesday.
What I've just seen, I'm shocked.
This seafood restaurant has hit rough waters.
You need to think about changing. Change? I'm not
You-
Can it navigate a new
Hey,
It's doomed.
Kitchen
Mitch,
Nightmare's
Merciless
Super Bowl
India.
59, all new Tuesdays
Hey.
on Fox. Watch anytime.
I got nothing. I got no problems with the Lions. I only didn't like the Lions when they played the Texans. So for 1 week, I didn't like the Lions. But I'm happy for them, man. They've had some hard times. They've had some hard times, but it looks like they're on the way up. So I hope they do well. I mean, they make it to the Super Bowl. If the Texans get out, I'll probably be rooting for the Lions silently. I'm not going to be like buying a jersey or nothing like that, but like I'll be like, you know, maybe they'll win it. If my team's out, maybe they'll win it. But yeah, Lions have been through the mud. All right, they've been through the mud, and they're finally starting to, you know, they're finally starting to come through.
You're watching Divisional Weekend presented by Intuit TurboTax. 1-point game, Kansas City on top. Think about where the Texans are. They're trailing by 1. They've dominated the game. 275 total yards to 123 for Kansas City. For special teams, a big
Only
problem.
2 teams that never made it. Yeah, the Lions and the Texans. Texans have never made it there.
Fairbairns missed a field goal.
I don't know. I think the Vikings have made it, but they've never won, obviously. But I think they might have made it before. There we go. We got some holding on them. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down. Back him up. That's Trey Smith. He's from Tennessee, which is where I am. Everybody loves him here.
The Pro Bowl right guard guilty of a hold. I mean, special teams, we talk about it every year coming into the playoffs, can make or break you this time of year. And right now, it's breaking Houston.
It really is. I mean, if you're Houston, you see the hold there on Trey Smith. If you're Houston, you just
holding on the offense
you just can't
on the
believe
Chiefs.
that you're trailing, but you know, this is
See, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all, people say, "Oh, the refs." But like, hey, they called it. Oh my gosh, you can't let them get it back.
Brought down shy of the 20 is over the left side of your
It's got about 10 yards there.
And Kaiwi Fairbairn, who grew up in Hawaii on this cold.
Yeah, I hope Mahomes ain't making it to the Super Bowl. Nothing against Mahomes, you know, personally, but like, come on, man. You won 3. You won the last 2. Y'all just take a break. Take a year off. Take this postseason off. You know, somebody else wins this year. Come back next year. Maybe y'all win next year. Let somebody else win this year. Oh man, that's a great. I mean, he's got all day long. I mean, he had all day long, man. But that's great. That's great coverage. The defense, the secondary, great coverage. If he held it that long and he didn't throw it to nobody, he had Kelsey for a second there, for a split second. Appreciate you sharing the live on TikTok. Anybody who's watching on TikTok, if you want to go follow on Instagram, you want to subscribe on YouTube, I'm there, same username and everything. So I'd appreciate follow, subscription, subscribe there. Subscription's free. That's just what they call following on YouTube. If anybody's like not super familiar with that. Oh man. I'll never understand why they just leave Kelsey wide open all the time. Like he's really good, but like he really don't be putting the moves on folks a lot. He just like does his literally he's just running his route. And he's wide open. Like, why is it like nobody guards him? He's probably like the least guarded person, like tight end that you'll see. And he's like got all these yards and everything. You think people would be like, hey, put a body on this guy, you know? It's almost like they're willing to just let Travis Kelce, get his catch and yards and stuff. What?
I mean, it was a late slide, but they throw the flag, and it was Clay Martin who threw it.
How you gonna call a flag when they're going to tackle him and he goes whoop and drops his head?
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Oh my God!
Look at the end of it. Yeah, I mean, he's a runner.
They barely touched him.
I could not disagree with that one more, and he barely gets hit. That's the second penalty now.
Literally, the Texans defenders hit each other in the head. They hit each other in the head. Yeah, they hit each other in the head, and they just glance him barely. But it is Patrick Mahomes. So, I mean, what are we going to do? At the end of the day, though, they should have tackled him way before it. So, I can complain about the call, but at the end of the day, they let him just do. I mean, you got to get to him. They got to get to him before he runs and is able to slide.
They didn't pick it up, and then this one is thrown from behind the play, which is where Martin is.
That's what's crazy is one of the officials can throw a flag and not even see what happened. Basically, they just assumed that he got hit in the head because they heard helmet to helmet, and it was the two Texans hitting each other. That's what's crazy about this. How did he didn't? Oh well, there was somebody there, so never mind.
This big first year with the Texans brings up third down. Yeah, here he is down at the bottom, and he just bull rushes, pushes him right back. Jawan Taylor just right back into the lap of Patrick Mahomes. They get Danielle Hunter. And then on the other side, the Vikings, they got Jonathan Bernard. And both Bernard and Danielle Hunter had outstanding years. Just switch places, switch teams. Both were outstanding. Third and fourth. Outside of field goal range are the Chiefs. This one is complete to Gray. And he's got a first down. And the drive will continue with under 30 seconds to go.
So that's an automatic first down. They're not even going to look at it. The Texans had a very similar play earlier. They didn't even look at it. They immediately said no. Oh, they should look at it. Because I mean, dang, they're just going to give them the first down.
They're going to say fourth down. Yeah, I was going to say, based on that last shot that we showed, looked to me like he was short.
Yes. The runner is short of the line of the game. It's fourth down.
So it'll be fourth down and half a yard. With 11 seconds, and the game clock will wind, and this fourth down will happen in quarter number 4. Well, the Texans dominated quarter number 3, but still trail by 1. Here in this divisional matchup in Kansas City, fourth quarter.
Texas was waiting and wondering and worrying. Now Taxes is matching with a TurboTax expert who does everything for you. Who can do your taxes in a day, so you can get up to $4,000 instantly. Now this is Texas. Intimate TurboTax.
No, you're just not hearing me. Puppy, why don't you take my keys and go for a ride?
Welcome, Stella.
You talk. Stella? Almost. Bright blue. Sports. I'm hungry, actually. Your favorite, right?
How did you know?
These Chiefs, these penalties are nuts, bro.
Healthcare.gov is here for you.
CJ Stroud versus Jalen Hurts. This would be, I mean, I'll take it, man. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm trying not to be that guy that's like, the rep. I mean, come on. You cannot tell me that was not, I mean, they even said it. The announcer, I think it was Troy Aikman. He was like, he's like, they didn't even hit him. They're like, it's literally you got the two defenders hitting each other, and then Mahomes is like down here. So they're hitting each other, and he's just like crumbling down. So he doesn't even really get hit. And then the referee is like 10 yards behind them, and all he sees is Mahomes crouching down, and he hears helmet to helmet. He hears the helmets hit. He goes, "Yep, that's a flag." And it always happens like on a third down or something. I mean, it always happens.
Kansas City hosting the winner of the Ravens and Bills game, which happens tomorrow night. Andy Reid has made the decision, 4th down and half a yard, and they will go. Well, I don't expect a quarterback sneak. We called the game when Mahomes got hurt, and I don't think he's run a quarterback sneak since that time. They have used Noah Gray at quarterback to run the quarterback sneak, but from this distance, I'd be awfully tempted if I was Andy.
I mean, man, it's one of those things where it's like you don't want to say that, oh, my favorite team got cheated. But it's like, dang, man, like some of these plays, like how can you not be like, okay, like this feels like maybe it's not fair, you know? And it stinks because like to beat the Chiefs, you basically have to play a perfect game to beat them because they're so good. The Chiefs are so good. And then they get a little extra help on these like 50-50 calls. And, you know, they get some questionable things in their favors, and you're in the favor. So it's like, dang, they're already almost impossible to beat. And then you have to play super clean. Bro, I'm here. I'm a Texans fan. That's what I'm saying. Like if it's 50-50, it's going to the Chiefs.
Told us the time off will do wonders for.
It's crazy. The Chiefs are a great team. Like the Chiefs, without the calls and stuff, they're still like a top 3 or 4 team. They're still one of the best teams in the league. Without anything else. But I can't put it. You can't put it all on the rest because Kaimi Fairbairn, the kicker, he's missed 2 kicks. You know. How's Kelsey? Kelsey's always open, and he don't even put a move on nobody.
He's locked up on Miles Bryant, and a good route. He starts vertically. You see Miles Bryant. He's anticipating that Kelsey's going to stay up.
I mean, it does stink when basically it's like I said, the Chiefs are so good. They're so good without any help, without any calls going their way. And then they get calls that typically go their way. And so it's like, it's hard to beat them. It's near impossible to beat them. Because you got to think it's demoralizing. You got to think it's demoralizing. You got to think, though, if you're a defense, how demoralizing is that? When you're playing your heart out, you get them, it's 3rd and 8, and, you know, you get them, they roll out, and, you know, incomplete pass, and you just bump Mahomes a little bit. Boom, automatic first down, right from the back. But they'll like right now, they'll give them a false start every now and then. They'll do a holding every now and then. You know what I mean?
The two players, Worthy and Smith-Schuster, who were both moving at the snap. Loss of 5 on the play. It's second and goal with the ball back at the 13. It'll go down as Anderson's second
No, thank you.
game as he brought down Mahomes. Second and goal.
Here we go. Oh, got him. Oh.
Mahomes fakes that little pass and then puts it in his left.
Oh, there we go.
He kind of flops out of
Okay, they didn't call it that. They said we can't.
get a free first down, won't get it.
Zaya's back on Instagram. I was gonna be like, come on, man. He touched him. He went, oh. Ah. I didn't know LeBron was playing for the Chiefs.
That's been the frustration. I get it. I understand it. That's been the frustration for these defensive players around the league.
I mean, for real, it's like you can't touch Mahomes. You basically have to like hug him and like slowly go, hey, go! Oh my gosh. Dang, man. I cannot show the game because I'm streaming like the multiple places, so I can't show the game because it'll get copyrighted like super quick.
Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce have connected in the playoffs most all time. It just unbelievable. Going down, finds 87, who finds the touchdown. The Chiefs lead by 8.
Subway's got a new meal of the day with chips and a drink for just $6.99. Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3 more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh with the all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Hey, King, the Chiefs probably going to win. They're a really good team, and they can, I mean, when it gets to third down, you know, if they don't get it, they'll find a way. Somebody will find a way to make sure they get a first down. So, I mean.
Welcome to the Credit Karma Buzz, a place where financial
I don't know who the other kicker, they probably use Townsend, the punter. If they use a different kicker, it would be Townsend who's the punter. But I mean, at this point, I mean, you just gotta stick with your kicker. Get it, bring it, making another guy kick, especially it's late in the game, you know. There's still time. Yeah, there's still time. They're down by 8, so there's still time for them to come back and win or tie it up overtime, something like that. We'll just see. They just gotta play. They gotta play a nice, clean game. Because that's one thing you learn. That's one thing. I wish more players would just like catch on to this. It's like, hey, like these 50-50 plays and these 50-50 calls, it's going to go towards the Chiefs. Like the refs are going to be like, oh yeah, that was definitely holding, or oh yeah, he definitely caught the. You know what I mean? Like it's going to go towards them because we've seen it like almost every game. It's like crazy because it sucks. They're so good because it's like, dang, they're so good, and then you also have to like play perfect. Like you can't do anything like questionable. But if they lose, if the Texans lose, they lose.
What about this? I want to touch your face, but maybe I shouldn't.
Time now for our game recap brought to you by New Balance. The big 63-yard return to start the game by Remigio. This call that went against Will Anderson and a call that shouldn't have. The missed field goal try by Fairbairn. Last time a touchdown.
I mean, Esteban. I mean, that. What sucks is because they're playing my team. They're playing my team. So if I say, oh, the refs are cheating,
instances, the Texans can look.
If I say, oh, they're cheating for him or they're helping him, then people are just going to say, oh, you're just jealous. You're just mad that your team's losing. And it's just like, dang, like they've done it. I mean, it happens against all these other teams. I've seen it happen first. There we go. Get a little run, go. It's like, y'all going to blow the whistle? They got them wrapped up. But I mean, that's how it is. It's like if I say, hey, that's a questionable call, people are going to say, oh, you're just mad. You're big mad, ain't you? Because your team sucks and they can't beat the Chiefs. And it's just like, yeah, bro, like the Chiefs are really good. And they're really good by themselves, and they don't play the games by themselves. You know what I mean?
This season, Jim Beam and I are helping fans work through the 7 stages of defeat. Like, shock, denial, Mr. Flat, hey, this is the thing.
Benny, yeah, I'm not showing the game because I'm streaming. Streaming around, so I'm like multi-streaming to different platforms. So if I show the game, my stream will get locked down real quick. Do you know Nick? I don't know, Bo. I probably know a Nick. But no, yeah, not showing the game because copyright. You know, it's crazy.
Looking for a reason to try the $5 meal deal with new McDonald's. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. Get more than you expect.
How's a quarterback gonna run scared, get hit, do juke moves, trying to look good? My thing is like, what sucks is that, you know, CJ Stroud takes off running, does his thing, and, you know, that's it. Plays over. Patrick Mahomes runs, does his thing, there's a penalty. You know what I mean? And I understand part of it's on him. He's smart. He's a smart player. He knows, if I lean my head like into them, or if I lean this way, or if I fall down just right, they'll think that it's a penalty. So I mean, some of it's just Mahomes is smart.
He's going to the ground, keeping his eyes down the field, seeing where Kelsey was going to be. Hoping he does it better. Each team with only 1 possession this half. Both teams with a touchdown, but the Texans missed their extra point. Throw back across the field.
Oh man, I know this one's. They gotta answer here. We gotta keep rooting for them. You know what I mean? Like we gotta root for them. We gotta try to. Yeah, if they don't score, it might be over. You know what I mean?
After the touchdown to make it an 8-point game, it's an opportunity for him. Had he elected to go for 2 and extend it to a 9-point lead in 2 possessions. 2nd and 8. Play action. Stroud throws.
Collins, there we go. Now just get down. There you go. A
24-yard completion.
Collins started off, a few catches and then kind of cooled down, but he's got a few more.
He's got Chris Jones, who wins up front right in his lap, and he just lays it, anticipating that Nico Collins is going to run in through that route on the 18, 20-yard square end.
Where y'all saw how Chris Jones hit CJ Stroud. If CJ Stroud would have fell out, that would have been a penalty. But they got they got more yards off the catch, so it didn't matter. But if he would have went, they probably would have been like, yeah, that's a flag. Oh.
Just get rid of it in the direction of Mixon.
Pump the brakes, guys. Pump the brakes.
Joe Mixon did 2nd and 10. Well, Nico Collins, as you would expect. I mean, he's done some good things in this game. They double him on that last play and keep waiting for Schultz to play a bigger role than he's played so far in this game. Well, the wind chill feels like 8 degrees tonight. Coldest football game for C.J. Stroud in the pros or in college. I can tell you C.J. Stroud doesn't like the fact Nico Collins isn't on the field right now. Second down and 10. This one is up for grabs, and
What was he doing?
Incomplete.
Man.
Pressured by
Wayne.
Bolton, and C.J. Stroud just had to throw it up. He did. He just had to lay it up there because Bolton wins, and Jared Wayne coming out of his break. You can see where he is. The ball's in the air, and great job by him locating the football. And almost makes one heck of a catch. But here's Bolton on the blitz. A good effort by Stroud. Nico Collins back out there. Third down and 10. Might be 4-down territory for the Texans. Extra man on the rush. And Justin Reed got home. Incomplete, fourth down.
I don't know. Was that not roughing the passer? Because, I mean, C.J. Stroud ended up on the ground. So, is that not a penalty? Because, like, he pushed him down. You can't do that to quarterbacks in the NFL.
So he's the guy. Reed is who you got to pick up. If you turn anybody loose, you start turning them loose.
I mean, he's leading with his helmet. He led with his helmet. Did y'all see that? He did this with his helmet. That means that's automatic penalty. That's the rules. Them's the rules, as far as what I know. Those are the rules.
Blitz again. Stroud in trouble. Karlaftis is there.
Oh, it's over. Oh, yeah. They should have called timeout there.
They decided to go for it. They just got the play off before the play clock expired, and Karlaftis took care of the rest. KC takes over.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
This game is unpredictable. And unbelievable happens. So if you bet, set limits. Never chase your losses. And only bet when you can afford to lose. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
All right, trainees, let's say Glenn is a customer.
I'm a customer of this scenario.
What do we do?
Protect what's important to him.
And how do we do this?
We help with car.
Oh,
RV coverage.
great. Apply coverages. Because you never know what life is going to surprise you with at 90 miles per hour.
Did Coach say 90?
Push him up there.
You've got this, Glenn.
Am I going to feel this? I felt that.
Is he okay?
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Oh, he's moving.
TV lovers, shop your fandom at Shop Hulu.
Yeah, I will say, like, that fourth down, those last two plays were questionable for the Texans. And that's one of the things that, like, I was talking about a little earlier. Like, it's not just these questionable calls that the Chiefs get in their favor, right? It's not just really that, but it's like it's demoralizing. It's demoralizing to a team when you're playing your hardest, and it seems like every time you get the other team in a third and long or, whatever, and you stop them, oh, penalty. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's a penalty, bail them out. And it's like, and so eventually that wears on a team, that wears on your morale. You're like, why? You're basically like, I'm trying my best, and we get them in third down and 7, and they call roughing the passer, or they call something on us, and we can't do it. And so it is demoralizing.
With his 8 sacks on the year, gets the Chiefs' 4th of the night. 4 different players have a sack tonight for Kansas City's defense. Here's Hunt. He is back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got half a yard. You look at the play clock. I mean, they were up against it.
Yeah, they really were. And at this point, it was an aggressive call as it was to go for it on 4th down at this point in the game. But you certainly don't want to be rushed. But how about Steve Spagnuolo and that defense? That the game's on the line, and 5 straight calls, he's bringing pressure. Brought Jaden Hicks on the last one.
Now, I'm not going to say the ref. I don't think the refs like purposely help the Chiefs, but I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, dang, they seem to like get questionable calls their way a lot. Houston threw the game away. I wouldn't say they've thrown it away, but they could have made their kicks. That last possession where they turned it over on 4th down, I didn't like those last 2 play calls because it's like, what are you doing? Like it's like they were trying to do 2 quick plays, instead of just trying to get one good one. You know what I mean? Who made the last touchdown for the Chiefs? Travis Kelce, I think.
Anderson coming off the edge. Mahomes in trouble and just has to get rid of it in the
Okay, 3rd and 9. There we go.
And a great job by D'Amico Ryan.
We need a Stingley pick 6. I would love it.
And that definitely factored in. Now they lost 16 yards on the sack of C.J. Stroud, but that definitely factored in the
Yeah, man, this O-line is crazy because like the O-line seems to do pretty good for like running, but pass protection on 3rd down is atrocious. It's terrible. Like when it's 3rd down and the other team is sending their blitzers, they're sending their best guy, they can't stop them.
With Robert Woods waiting deep. And the fair catch.
All right, hey, game's still there.
They'll mark it at the 7. Back to work. C.J. Stroud. His team down 8.
If you have advanced prostate cancer, you know all about perseverance. You believed in your team, even when it hurt. You met the challenge piece by piece.
Even Lil Wayne agrees. Lil Wayne says he hates the cheating Chiefs.
A different type of treatment for PSMA-positive metastatic prostate cancer that targets PSMA-positive cancer cells so you can be you for longer. And that's no small victory. Pluvicto involves contact with radioactivity, which may increase the risk of cancer and cause fetal harm. Drink plenty of fluids, urinate often, use contraception, and talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, bleeding or bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, and constipation.
Hey, the defense has been doing okay overall. They've been locking in. You know what I mean? They've been locking in. But the offense has got to stop being silly. I mean, it's like they'll do like earlier in the game, they were driving it. Now it's like they've completely abandoned what they were doing earlier, and they're just like, let's try something completely different. I mean, what's his name? Bobby Slowick, the offensive coordinator. He's out the door. He's trying to go to like the Jets or somebody. He's trying to leave and be head coach somewhere else. So he's not that crazy focused on this game, probably, to be honest with you. He's just like, oh well, if we lose, I'll still be the head coach somewhere else and make a bunch of money.
Tap into the game and your people. Tap into an entire world of sports.
The dream season continues. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Can't wait.
The CFP National Championship presented by AT&T begins Monday at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, Kirk can't wait, neither can we. Ohio State, Notre Dame on Monday night. Buckeyes and Irish in many times with Ohio State winning the last 6. Jared Patterson, we know who he'll be rooting for, and we know who CJ will be.
Appreciate the follow, Linda. Appreciate the follow.
Drive starts at the 7 for the Texans. Texans winning every.
I know the kickers done sold the team.
Except the one that counts. 20-12, Kansas City. And you expect them, Troy, to stay balanced as they hand it off to Mixon. I do. They run the ball.
I know. I gotta. If they can't pull this out, I'll have to cheer for the Ravens or the Bills to knock them out next week.
There's no rush, and just do what they've done throughout this game. They've been successful moving the ball, but Joe Mixon has been a big part of that. Now we're seeing Robert Woods. He's come back into the game. He hasn't played much tonight. Only 3 snaps prior to this drive, but he's in now. Now he's good in running.
All right, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's right there, middle of the field. Oh. That looked like pass interference to me. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Oh, he's holding his back arm right there. I mean, he's holding his back arm. I mean, it looks like pass interference to me. Oh my gosh, why'd you say that? He said they haven't gone 3 and out all game. Well, here it comes. Now we're gonna get it now. At least it wasn't intercepted.
It's 4th down. And one of the Chiefs is down.
That's not entirely true. I'm from Indiana. The Chiefs did get a holding and a false start on them at one point. So it's true. They did.
Reed and Jalen Watson collided. There's the collision. They look at Reed, and we'll take a break.
Yeah, Texans have 8 penalties, and the Chiefs have 3. So, yeah, it was a holding. There was like 2 holding calls and a false start. And the Texans got roughing the passer, unnecessary roughness. It's like they got all that.
Tax Act knows taxes can be confusing. So we've got experts, live human experts, to talk to if you get stuck. Or if you just, want to shoot the breeze about deductions, independence, and stuff. Tax Act. Let's get them over with.
That's funny. That is hilarious. So that's the thing with that, like I don't think there was like that last play. I don't think that was pass interference. I mean, I think they broke up the play. But like if that was 3rd down for the Chiefs and all those guys were hitting each other, that would have been a pass interference on defense for the Texans. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? It's Bama 101 on YouTube. Appreciate you joining in. Watching the end of the Chiefs and Texans now. It's near the end. It's like 7-8 minutes left. Chiefs up by 8. Looks like they're about to get the ball back. It's been a rough one if you're a Texans fan. If you're a Chiefs fan, you're kind of used to this. You get to watch your team kind of, play pretty well and get bailed out, on 3rd down. And then you got Mahomes. You got like the best quarterback in the league, one of the best quarterbacks ever, possibly, and he's going to do his thing.
Justin Reed, the former Texan who has a team-high 7 tackles in this game for Kansas City. Great to see. Got up, got over to the sideline of their zone power. Texans will punt on 4th down and 6. This is only the 2nd Houston punt of the game.
There hasn't been that many possessions this game, really. It's been a lot of long possessions, a lot of
Into the wind, short punt, and out of bounds on Houston's side of the 50.
yeah, about the 48, 49.
Great field position for Kansas City.
We about to go right back to commercial. That's one of the things I hate about watching these NFL games, man. It's like commercial after commercial after commercial.
You're right about that. He learned under a really good one in the late Jim Johnson there in Philadelphia.
There you go. CJ Stroud went, show some fire, CJ. You got to get fired up for your dudes because these guys don't, especially on offense. Offense looks lackadaisical. Offense looks like they're just going to go through the motions. Defense looks like they're pretty fired up. They want to play. But offense looks like they're defeated already. Defense looks like they're trying. And honestly, that's how it's felt the majority of the season. The offense, you know what I mean? The offense feels like they're just like whatever. And the defense feels like they want to win this game. Yeah, CJ, it's like he either has no time or he's got plenty of time and he doesn't let go of the ball. You know what I mean? So it's like he either's got no time or he holds it just a little too long. That was one of the things with Deshaun Watson too. Deshaun Watson loved to hold the ball, man. He wanted to do like a magic play, take a rabbit out of the hat, saw somebody in half and end up first down. It just doesn't work like that all the time. It's crazy. The Chiefs, yardage-wise, not good. The Texans have like 150 more yards than them or something like that. And, yeah, see, the defense is demoralized. I mean, this game's basically over. I mean, the team, you get demoralized.
That's just good, tough running. That's pretty good. Kareem Hunt, hard to get him on the ground.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you know, no matter how hard you play, you can get them. When you're going to get them down to third down, that they're just going to end up getting a penalty and they're going to get first down anyway. It's very demoralizing.
Looking to just ice this one away.
Come on, we need like a pick six, a fumble, something. Oh, it's a 4-back.
Yeah, that's the last thing they want. Like I said, they want to run the ball and then complete these high percentage passes if they throw it as they did there, just to keep this clock running. Xavier Worthy's really developed over the course of the year. More of a downfield guy to start the year. Injury to Rashee Rice. McCole Hardman, who's been better on intermediate routes, dropped that one. 5.5 to go. 2nd and 10. Pacheco. In the lineup as Mahomes finds Kelsey. And a strong tackle by Eric Murray. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down. Travis Kelsey, another 100-yard playoff game. He's got 117. And how about yards after the catch? That 49-yarder in the first half, his longest catch of the season. And his longest in his incredible postseason career. Well, there's a few of these catches that he had tonight. There's nobody within 5 yards of him. It's just been wide open on a few of them. Texans call a timeout. They have 2 remaining with 5:25 left in the game. The playoff career for Travis Kelsey's number 1 all time in catches. And number 2.
Caitlin Clark and Taylor Swift got you feeling some type of way.
3rd down. Mahomes, Worthy, short of the
Short. Did he catch it though?
spinning catch. Butker comes on. Yeah,
Did he catch it though?
you got to kick the field goal. And going back
There were some not great calls. There were some not great calls, but the Texans got
here in this game. So Travis Kelce becomes even that much more important. And obviously, he had himself a heck of a night. 27-yard try by Butker.
Chiefs are going to lose. I hope so. Hope they figure something out. But I mean, it's a 11-point game. It's probably over. To be honest, it's probably over.
After left knee surgery. And he's 3 for 3 tonight in this divisional matchup. Tonight's area coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Down below, the Chiefs now lead by 11.
Hey, my treat today. Thank you. But I don't think they take that here. Of course they take Discover. It's accepted at 99% of places. 99%? I didn't know that. You're stuck in the past. I'm like me. You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
You make the stuff fresh every morning?
Yes, every single day we prep everything in our store. Onions, jalapenos, cilantro.
Wow. Looks pretty fresh to me.
Fresh ingredients every day.
Delicious. Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs?
Rookie mistake.
Great googly moogly.
Maybe you just need a Snickers.
Wait, did we finally agree?
I mean, I want the Texans to win, obviously, but I mean, it's 11 points and there's like, 3-4 minutes left. The offense has looked not good. The defense is starting to break down. I got faith. I'm not letting go of hope. They can still come back, but it's going to be really tough. You know what I mean? Like it's essentially over. I mean, it's like 98% over. You know what I mean? Like there's a chance.
The 2025 Pro Bowl game. Skill Show Thursday, January 30th at 7 on ESPN. And don't miss flag football and more skills Sunday, February 2nd at 3 on ESPN and ABC.
On Thursday, February 6th, the Stars will be out in New Orleans to kick off Super Bowl 59 weekend. Find out who will take home the game's most prestigious awards, including the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. Don't miss NFL Honors, hosted by Snoop Dogg on Fox and NFL Network. Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees for these teams: Travis Kelce for Kansas City and Jalen Petrie, who was on.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, they got a good young core. Belt to, I guess you're saying that the Chiefs are whooping them. I mean, anybody who watched this game, the Chiefs did not whoop the Texans, and the Texans obviously didn't whoop it. This is a close game. Like the Chiefs were just able to score a touchdown when the Texans weren't able to score basically one touchdown. They missed a field goal. You know what I mean? So it's like if they lose, if this is the final score, 23-12, that's a close game. But you never know. Man, you gotta let go of the ball.
Well, they put Dalton Schultz over here to this side to give Blake Fisher some help, and he doesn't get much of a chip on Karlaftis, and then Karlaftis just speeds around the edge. That just simply should not happen. Second down and 16, four-man rush. Schultz makes a nice catch. Back to the original line of scrimmage where Nick Bolton brings him down.
Yeah, they gotta improve the O-line. And honestly, one of the biggest things is the receiving core. I mean, no Diggs, no Dell. Yeah, Diggs is out, Dell is out. You basically have Nico Collins. That's it. You know what I mean? Like it's essentially all you got.
It's Mike Dana who comes into the neutral zone, but if Tunsil doesn't move, Dana's trying to work back.
Yeah, I would have loved to see. I feel you. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not seeing. I'm just seeing y'all's comments from IG. Yeah, I was hoping Houston. I mean, there's still a chance, but I mean, yeah. Kansas City got some calls their way. They played really good when it mattered. I mean, when it mattered, Mahomes stepped up, Kelsey stepped up. You know what I mean? They're guys. There you go, Hutchinson. Hutchinson's made a few plays.
18 yards on third down. Stroud able to get it to a good Wallace.
Hey, he passed it. He's like, here, you take it. Yeah, that's what's crazy, Matthew, that Kansas City, yard-wise, they don't have very many yards. The Texans have been able to kind of drive it down the field, and then you got the missed field goals. You know, they went for it on fourth down at one point, didn't get it. Stroud's trying to do too much right now.
It's no surprise. It's pretty obvious. We saw it on the last possession what Steve Spagnuolo is going to do. When they need to make a play, this is what we've always seen from his defenses. When they need something, they're going to bring extra rushers.
Yeah, he's doing a little too much, and the defensive backs are doing good.
Kansas City. Third down and 11. Out of the shotgun. Stroud. Schultz.
Oh!
He caught it. Was he in bounds?
Oh, he caught it.
I thought maybe he was bobbling it. That was a great throw by Stroud. I don't know. That's close, Russell. Yeah, that is very close. I don't know that he has it. It looks like he does control it right before that second to last foot comes in. I think they would leave this as a catch. That's pretty optimistic.
I mean, it's close. Appreciate y'all sharing. The Bills and Chiefs, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a something that I would imagine, you know, networks and stuff would want because that's two premier teams.
That play is now under review. That's a heck of a throw. Yeah, Troy, on this one, he once he gains control of it, he's moving his hands around on the ball, but it's pinned against his body the whole time with 2 feet down in bounds. I don't see any way they can change this to incomplete. Wow, that's quite a statement. I don't know. I don't know what a catch is anymore. Well, in this particular play, we'd be looking for the ball to be moving a little more and loss of control. And I think he's got enough control to. Well, the play was third down and 11 at the Kansas City 49. It was ruled an 18-yard catch and a first down. Ball sitting at the 31. If the play stands. Still 2 timeouts for Houston. Beautiful throw by C.J. Stroud. Yeah, that was something. After review, the ruling on the field does stand as called. There's a catch. This is an unsuccessful attempt. Kansas City will be charged. Out. Russell York in year number 1 for the win. Yes. Andy Reid loses a timeout, but definitely worth the challenge, I would think. And it's a first down at the 31 for the Texans, down by 11. And ideally, the Texans, they'd like to get this across the goal line with the 2-minute warning still left to be played. 2-possession game as Stroud goes out to his left. field. Collins caught it. And that stops the clock with 2:18 to go. Both Collins and Schultz were there, and somehow Nico Collins has it. Well, they're throwing those up in the dirt if you got two receivers in the same area. Here's a good tight window throw to Hutchinson. And he spins down to the.
Ooh, they're getting it. Hey man, I like the Ravens. I don't see. There's some of these teams like I like the Ravens. They're I'm cool with them. But when they play the Texans, I don't like when they play. Look, Stroud. You gotta. You just gotta get rid of it. How about those refs? That's what I'm talking about. 1%. No, I was kidding. The Chiefs are really good, man. They're really good. They're a really good team. They are a really good team. I mean, they are. They're one of the best teams in the league. They probably could have won this game without some of the calls they got. They probably would have still won. You know what I mean?
For car insurance made easy, get more with Geico.
$6 never tasted so good. IHOP's breakfast bakes combo is now just $6. Featuring IHOP's world famous buttermilk pancakes, crispy hickory smoked bacon, and 2 eggs cooked to order your way. All for just $6. Part of the new $6 House Faves menu.
Even if you score, always stay hungry. No matter how hard you football, it's easy this Sunday.
Downey showed this NFL mom a video about her NFL son, Josh Sweat.
Can you describe to me what you saw in that video? Everyone agreeing on that he's the sweatiest. Do I think Josh needs a little reminder to keep his clothes fresh? Yes, I do.
What are you doing here?
Oh, last time you wash these clothes, Josh, this smells nasty. Ever heard of Downy rinse and refresh? I'm gonna show you how to rinse it out.
But yeah,
much better.
I mean, they got it down. They're down there near the 10-yard. They're close to scoring, so they may be able to pull something out. They might be able to pull something out. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. Y'all think maybe? Bye, Rico. Bye, Rico. See you later. But yeah, they might be able to make it closer, I guess. Make it not look as bad. You know what I mean? But maybe, I mean, there's like that small possibility, but it's probably over. You know what I mean? It's probably over.
I'm Scott Van Pelt coming up on the postgame show presented by Nationwide. All of the reaction to this opener for the divisional round in the NFL playoffs. The Texans, Joe and Troy, have really battled. They got a chance here. They're going to have to get everything just right. Back to you.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Scott, as you're watching.
Appreciate the follow, Eagles. Appreciate the follow.
The Texans down 11 and missed a long field goal, missed an extra point.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. They're down 11. So if they had 4 more points, they'd be down 7. So honestly, it's going to the kicking is going to be the big part. It's something that a lot of people aren't going to talk about the kicking. A lot of people are going to blame officials and stuff, and that's reasonable. But a missed field goal, missed extra point. That's 4 points. That's 4 points. You gotta throw the ball, Stroud.
And Stroud's hurt. Well, they got a double team. They got Schultz on him, and they also have Okunbowale on him. And he comes across, and yet Karlaftis, he just plays through it. Finishes him off.
Yeah, I know he's hurt. I know he's hurt. He's definitely playing hurt. But it just sucks because it's like he's been holding the ball a little too long.
And for a quarterback in C.J. Stroud, that was sacked the second most across the NFL during the season. Second only to Cam.
Yeah, game's done. Game's pretty much over. I mean, with him out, I mean, they really don't have a shot. I mean, I want to believe in – oh, they're going to go ahead and kick the field goal. Okay. But why – yeah, the only thing that sucks is that
35-yard drive
Then it got blocked. Oh, boy. That about sums up the Houston Texans season. It just does. I love them. I'll root for them. I'll buy their new shirts every year when they come out. I'll buy their divisional shirts when they win. Woo, we won the weakest division in the NFL again. But at the end of the day, can't get past the divisional round. Can't win a road playoff game. Is it culture? Like, what is it? Like, what is it at the end of the day? Is it for the Texans? Because I'm going to keep supporting them, and I'm going to be happy when they win. I'm going to not be happy when they lose, of course, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, with like there's like the Lions and these other teams where I've liked the Texans since they became a team, and they let me down way more seasons than they've lifted me up. You know what I mean? And so at some point it's got to give with them. You know what I mean? Like they got to break through. They got to quit. It's almost like they feel like they're the little brother in the league. Like they feel like they can't. Like the Chiefs are so good. It feels like they feel like they can't beat the Chiefs. It was like with the Patriots. It's like it felt like they could never beat the Patriots, and they finally did. But yeah, kicking was a big problem. Kicking, offensive line, and then the Chiefs being able to take advantage of the situations that they were put in. So yeah.
Among the 8 put up by Steve Spagnuolo.
Packers, I mean, maybe the Packers, you know.
So versatile in what they're able to do and the type of players that they have on that unit that it could be anybody's night.
Yeah, their offensive line, it stinks because it's like the offensive line either doesn't block or they do block and none of the wide receivers can get open. You know what I mean? It stinks, but it is what it is. Austin's game farm. We Def showed up today. Oh shoot, you on the Chiefs? You're gonna be in trouble if you're on here, you know, during the game, man. Andy Reid's gonna get on to you. He's gonna get on to you big time.
And now it's 4th down. Andy Reid. This will be career win number 300.
Yeah, the Chiefs won, man. They won. I mean, they're the better team. They're a great team, man. Even if no matter, I mean, people are gonna say stuff about the refs and things like that, but they're just good. They're just that good. They're just good. You know what I mean? They're good. They deserve to be praised because they win a lot of games. And they'll probably whoever they play next week. I mean, I'm just saying whoever they play next week, whether it's the Ravens or the Bills, you're gonna hear those fans complaining about the refs and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just what it is. The Chiefs are gonna get the special treatment until they do. That's the thing. Like since you were saying like about the Chiefs won with 8 sacks, yeah, they got the sack. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Like the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the league. They are really, really good. And then you add on top the fact that they get bailed out whenever they get in trouble. You know, whenever it's like, oh no, you know, they get in trouble and then they get bailed out. And then like Texas 2024 said, they get the momentum. You got to think, though, if you're a team and you're playing somebody and, like, every time you get them in 3rd down, every time you get them, you know, out and you get them to where you can get them in third down and you get a fourth down, they can punt it. Oh, roughing the passer, So it's like you end up getting all this and that. And I already know. See, that's why I usually don't talk about officiating, because Eddie and Tyson, that's what y'all say. Y'all like, oh, y'all are crying about the refs. Yes, I'm telling you, the Chiefs are a great team. They beat the Texans. They did. They beat them. They could have beat them. They would have beat them without the help that they got from officiating in this game. They would have beat them. The game would have been a little closer. But at the end of the day, like you said, kicking. They missed kicks. Texans missed kicks. They should have missed it. They left 4 points off the board. So those 4 points make it a 7-point game. And so it comes down to you have basically, you say, why bring it up? Because I bring it up because of this. You have to play basically perfect to beat the Chiefs, because you're not just playing one of the best teams in the league. You also are at a disadvantage, because when it comes to these 50-50 plays, whenever it's 3rd and 8 and somebody bumps Mahomes, it's going to be a penalty. You know what I mean? And so you're already at a disadvantage because they're so good. They're so good. I mean, they just are. They're easily, they're one of the best teams as far as, as what it is.
On the return to the 20, and that is it. And CJ Stroud, at least it's good to see him be able to go out there and take this.
But I mean, it's not every team, because you don't see. I mean, nobody's complaining about the Bills getting these calls. Nobody's complaining about the Ravens. Nobody's complaining about the Texans or the Lions getting the calls, or the Vikings. You know what I mean? It's not. It's one. That's why, that's a big reason why I usually don't talk about the officiating, because everybody would just say, "Oh, you're just mad your team lost." I mean, obviously, I'm not happy that the team I like lost. It just sucks when it's like, oh, it was already going to be really tough to win, and then you add a couple more nails to the coffin, and it's just like, oh, well, I mean, they're definitely not going to win now. Like, they don't have a shot. But they gives them time to build for next year. Maybe next year. I mean, there's obviously holes. The Texans have holes. Easily. They have holes. The Chiefs should, I mean, if you look on paper, the Chiefs should win. But, the team on paper that's better doesn't always win. And it just stinks when it's like, oh, they're already at a disadvantage, and then you add other stuff into it. But at the end of the day, you just have to play and win. And they didn't. They're still young. They got a young quarterback. CJ Stroud still needs a lot to grow. Offensive line needs to step up. They need to get somebody in there. And then you got their two of their big players. You got Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell out on offense. I mean, you have Diggs, who's one of the better receivers in the league. You have Tank Dell, who's one of the fastest, like one of the more electric receivers. You have those guys in, maybe offensively they got a better chance, But at the end of the day, they lost. But I mean, the Texans, they have a lot to build off of. Maybe it'll be next year.
What role did Travis Kelce play to get things going offensively?
Yeah, I mean, he said he was going to show up whenever it's a big time moment. And, he did that. I mean, everybody was asking, where's Travis Kelce at? I think he showed the world where he's at.
There's a few offensive linemen in college. I have to look them up, but I know I looked at the big board the other day. There's a few that are coming up, but the Texans are going to be picking like 20 in the 20s. I mean,
And we all believe in each other that we're going to go out there and make the play. And guys like George, guys like Felix, they make plays all day long.
yeah, like I was saying, the offensive line needed to do better. See, that's what I was saying earlier. Either the offensive line wasn't blocking good, or the receivers or they did block good and the receivers couldn't get open because the receivers are third, fourth, fifth string guys. You have Nico Collins, who's a number one receiver, and then you basically just have bench players behind him. You know what I mean? And so you basically got these guys who are forced to step up, and it stinks. But if Diggs and Tank are in the game, it's closer. I think it's a closer game. I think offense has a bit more, explosion to it. But it is what it is. I give congrats to the Chiefs. There's a lot of players on. I'm happy for some of the Chiefs. Charles Omenihu, Xavier Worthy. I'm a Texas Longhorns fan, so happy for them. Happy for some of those guys in there. But that's the end. That is the end of the stream. I'm going to get off here. Till next year with the Texans. Till the next year, appreciate y'all. If you don't already, follow me on TikTok. Follow me over here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. I'm about to get out of here. Y'all have a good night.